All right. Look at that. Right at 8 o'clock. That's how we do it. That is how we do it. And I'm just instantly going to be flexing on you by showing off my legend rank. Couldn't have planned it better. Couldn't have planned it better, to be honest with you. So let's just reap these rewards, why don't we? So we've achieved legend rank naturally in the wild format. Let's open up this chest. Got Rising Waves. We got a weapon that shuffle the leftmost card in your hand. I'm not reading the rest of that card. It might be good, it might be bad. Who's to say? I won't say. This card used to be decent, maybe. This card got a pack. And we got some epic card and 2 more packs, and that's about it. Okay. And we got a 10-star bonus. And look at that beautiful generic purple card back. That could be mine one day if I play my cards right. All right. Let's jump into it. Hold up. We got to look at our... Okay, take 20 turns, play 25 minions, 20 battle cries. Okay. Okay. Fel or shadow spells? You know what? Give me that. A treat? Don't mind if I do. Do not mind if I do. Alright, let's do Tavern Brawl. Just to start things off, just to get a little frisky. Tavern Brawl. What we got today? We have Valeera's Bag of Burgled Spells. Valeera has stolen spells from every class and don't need to build a deck. Best Tavern Brawl, not close. Don't need to spend any mental energy, just jump right in.
Valeera versus Valeera.
Watch your back. I always do.
And these are spells for sure. Bane of Doom is bad in this deck, right? If it kills it, somebody... Oh, just a random demon, not just a random demon from my deck. Mulligan. Demonic Assault is not bad, and Freezing is not bad. We'll take it. We will take it 100% of the time. And Clean the Scene is going to be activated pretty soon. I mean, that's minion. I didn't read the full Tavern Brawl. I think this is the one where when you play a spell, you get a random minion. Ooh, Aftershocks is pretty messed up in an all-spell deck. Not bad. Okay, cool. This is the spells equal random mana costed minions. Or you get a random minion that costs the spell's costs. Right. And we have a Lucky Comet. And I'm probably just going to be freezing that. Might get like a bag of coins off of this. How's it going, Josh? Thanks for stopping by. Just enjoying myself a little bit of Tavern Brawl. A little Happy's Halloween for me. Insane. Absolutely insane. Finally came back to the game for real and suddenly saw ladder ready decks and I thought I was like returning player stuff. Yeah, it's the first time they've done this kind of thing with ladder ready decks for not just returning players. So like it seems like everybody gets these really cool new decks. Which of course I'm down for. Obviously. I'll Chaos Strike. Ooh, that is insane. I'll take this damage, keep my Crab Rider a little healthy. And does this only do... Oh, just any minion that's summoned. Not bad. I mean, who doesn't want an entire free deck and dust? It's so uncharacteristic of Blizzard to give you just free value. How's it going, Marquis? Have you seen the new cards from the new expansion so far? I've seen the rewind cards that have broken the game. Big ups to Blizzard for releasing new cards that were instantly banned. But it does seem like they're pretty cool. That is disgusting. And they get... I forgot they give Rush off of... Okay. I'll take my free pack. Thank you very much. Not bad. Okay. Now we're going to jump into the ladder ready decks. After we open some packs. But before I mean, you bring up a good point, Josh P. Right, there's a new gambling skin in this game. Let's go over real quick. Hearthstone spoilers. Where is the new cards? Let's check it out. Oh, there's a lot of... Hold up. I completely forget what this new set is called. I think they're in Hearthstone card search. I think they would just be in this area, right? Oh my goodness, there's so many cards spoiled. How about a little bit of an impromptu little card review? Why not? Let's make a day of it. What's it called? Across... What is it about? I haven't seen the new expansion yet. Well, aside from the 3-mana 7/2, I haven't even seen the 3-mana 7/2. The new Fable mechanic is pretty cool. Oh my goodness, I need to... Let's get window capture. Okay, okay, now we're streaming. Now we're freaking cooking with gas. So let's get this one out. And we will get... There we go. All right. Remove that one. Window capture. Okay, okay. Perfection. Couldn't have drawn it up better. All right. Alrighty. Let's go over these brand spanking new cards. We got Sentinel Hourglass. After this minion survives damage, swap its stats. Pack filler. Love to see it. Battlecry, gain a +1 attack for each turn you've taken this game. Goes into like the timed. This is also. Oh, it's another Rager. Very cute. Very nice. Pack filler. Don't mind if I do. It's a Rager. Perfection. Sandmaw. 3. Okay, so the 3 mana 7/3. Yes, yes. I want to say bad. You know what? Let's keep going through it. At the start of your next turn, you get to set this minion's attack to infinity. How good is a 9 mana Infinity 8? This card has to be bad. This card has to be trash, right? Like, surely. Yeah, this card can't be good. There's no shot it's good. Chromie, draw another copy of cards you've played this game. So, like, all of them? One second. What? Not good, but outright hilarious. Okay. That's what I thought as well. Let's get back into it. There's a little flashbang of Canva for you. What else we got? We got Chronolord Dios. I'm sure people who play World of Warcraft love how I pronounce that. Your battle cries, death rattles, hero powers, and end of turn effects trigger twice. So it's a Bran Baron Sing Along Buddy and a 3 mana 1/5 that end of turn effects go off twice. I mean, if this was in Battlegrounds, broken. In Standard and Wild? What do we think about the Chrono Lord? Like, kind of average, right? Like, it's obviously gonna do some broken thing with Druid and Wild. Like, that's obviously gonna happen. But I'm not thinking this is it. Soldier of the Infinite, double this minion's attack. Very cute. 4 out of 5, to be honest. Really? You rank it that high? I mean, maybe there's something I'm not seeing, but this seems like something with Discover Mage. A 4 out of 5. Like, what are we doubling up here? Like in Standard, I mean, a 4/8 is pretty sticky. It's purely a combo tool, I would think. So I'm thinking a 1 out of 5 right here. Chromie, honestly, draw another copy of cards you've played this game. I think Chromie is probably a 3 out of 5. Seems really good in like a control deck, maybe a control mirror, just more value. But also at the same time, I don't think decks struggle to produce value. So maybe this is just too much and would like maybe produce only so many cards. I think Chromie might be a 2 out of 5. I think I'm going to submit a 2 out of 5. Chronolord Dios. This is either a 2 out of 5 or it's a 5 out of 5 and will be busted in half. Like, that is a very powerful effect, but 7 mana is a lot of mana. You would need to use 2 effects of him to be better than Bran, and hero power end of turn isn't good. So maybe just a Battle Cry, Death Rattle, Bran, so meh. Yeah, like, are you going to construct your deck in a way that really cares about your hero power, Death Rattle, Battle Cries, and end of turn? I think at most you're going to care about 2 of these effects, but maybe that's good enough. Not convinced, but I feel like it's one of those legendaries that if it's good, it's going to be like broken good. So Josh P, you might come back and say, I told you so, if this ends up being way too good. Soldier of the Bronze, the opposite of the Rush one, double this minion's health on Battlecry. Cute. Pack filler. Good little bit of pack filler. A lot of pack filler in the neutrals. We got Rewind, 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 summon 2 random legendary minions. I've seen this card a few times. I'm not sure if it's still banned, because this did just break the game. Like, the Rewind mechanic just breaks the game. So, love that. Love that. That's pretty cool. And we have Portal Vanguard. Rewind, of course. Draw a random minion, give it +2/+2. Seems kind of average, but like, maybe I'm not convinced. Maybe I'm just too hard on new cards, because I haven't seen a single card that seems good. Set the cost of every card in both players' hands back to their original costs. That's kind of cute. Lifesteal Divine Shield. Poisonous Reborn. I'll do a full set review. I'll construct my thoughts better once I can do a full set review. That's not the point of this stream. The point of this stream, of course, is to look at loner decks. So let's get some loner decks going. It's probably neutrals with stat-based effects aren't great unless they are broken anymore. Yeah, I think like the last broken neutral that was just like stats and keywords was like Crab Rider, I think. Ladder ready decks. I'm sorry. We must look at some ladder ready decks. And I have not played any of these decks yet. Let me go back to these ladder ready decks. So I need to claim it in 5 days or 23 hours and 23 hours. So I can try all of them, keep one. So at the end of this time frame, I get to keep one, much like the loner decks. Unlike the loner decks, I've already taken a sneak peek. These decks are worth, I think, quite a bit less value, dust-wise, than what I've seen previously. I think the most dust value here is the Death Knight deck, because it has 1, 2 legendaries that you would need to craft. The Exodar is free, Bob is free, and Nemalia is free. It's got some epics that you would need to craft, but also Ancient of Yore, I think, is a free epic if you get far enough on the rewards track. So that's pretty cool. And everything else is a common or rare. A ladder ready deck for the Death Knight class. there's not even a description on any decks nor name. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that they didn't give any like unique names, because I agree, like the loner decks used to have like at least unique names. Like this would be called, I don't know, like like bloody starships, you know, because like 3 blood runes, like they would name it something like that. But it's just everything is ladder ready class name. Kind of weird. I do appreciate that they're doing it. I don't think this is a mistake. I think I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on. I think they just see a lot of people leaving the game and they're trying to get people to stay. So they're like, take one of these decks. Take one of these decks that are ladder ready that can allow you to like compete. I think that's what they're doing. And if that is what they're doing, I think that is a very good call, because I do think people are leaving this game in droves. So that's good for me, because I depend on people to play this game a little bit. Not really. I don't make too much off these videos. Anyway, Forbidden Sequence, the Galactic Projection Orb. This is also worth quite a bit of value. So far, these two are tied, I think, ish for value. I wish something like that for Wild existed. Yeah, they are not going to support Wild like this. The last thing Blizzard wants is for you to play Wild. So I wouldn't hold your breath for Wild loner decks. I mean, maybe they'll get that desperate. Maybe together, me and all the other Wild content creators can make Wild the more popular format, and they'll have to recognize us. I don't see that happening. Anyway, Paladin. Okay, so they got Grunty, which is part of the StarCraft mini set. So if you've bought that, this has no value. So it has one legendary that you might want to play. But also, I know people historically hate this deck with all their heart. I have not seen more hate comments in one video than my Murloc Paladin video. Actually, I'm not sure if that's true. My Shadow Priest deck video also got a bit of nasty comments. Not nasty, just that they hate the deck, which is fair. Aggro gamers, we are being suppressed always. This is a free epic. This is a free epic. This is a free epic. This is a legendary from a mini set, and this is the only legendary you would need to craft. Straight up. So, not sure about that deck for value. Solarium's a free legendary. This is not a free legendary. Okay, this is there's some value here. Okay, so this is also tied, I think, with these guys. Do not, no. This is the worst deck by far for value. Do not get this deck. I'm still trying to find a way of playing Wild with my collection. There's some budget options out there for Wild. There's definitely a handful of budget options. I just made a video about budget options. I've also had some other people come in and recommend some other budget options, like Elemental Mage. Ahoy Zeal, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. I have not jumped into the decks yet. I was too busy giving just an absolute thrashing to somebody in the Tavern Brawl. And last but not least, we have Protoss Priest, which is also worth a little bit of value. 2 legendaries that you would need to craft, and an epic that you would need to craft. The mothership is from the StarCraft mini set, so if you claim that already, this has no value, this has no value, and this has no value. Cool. All the StarCraft mini set cards have pretty much no value if you've claimed that mini set, so we're really just looking at these 2 legendaries and this epic. Cool. So that is a very, very high level overview of that. Oh no, is I'm turning on the deck tracker, so if the screen flashes pink, I'm incredibly sorry. Don't do it. Don't you do it. I don't think it will. I don't think it makes Hearthstone flash pink. I think it's just going to flashbang me. So if you see my face temporarily turn pink, that's why. Deck tracker, come on. Come on, buddy. Where's my deck tracker at? Really? Okay. Well, I guess it's not going to show up. That's fine. All right, let's jump into some games. Cool. Start recording. And just going to start with... Okay. Continue. Perfect. Okay. Let's start with the very first deck. Let's start with Death Knight. This deck looks kind of promising. Doesn't look super stellar, I'll be honest with you, but we will see what we can get. Hearthstone deck tracker.
Versus Augur. Augur hunt them down.
All will serve me in
Perfect. Amazing. Deck tracker is full go. I'm a wild player, but always wanted to play Quest Warlock, so I picked it. I think I'm going to be in the same boat. It does seem a bit better than the other decks. This is like a watered down Control Death Knight, but I think I will just... I mean, these are just like the most expensive cards. Maybe I'm supposed to keep Arcanite Defense Crystal, but at the same time, I don't think I'm supposed to. We got Exodar, we got Poison Breath, we got Suffocate.
I see you.
I'm playing wild.
All right, Master.
1 second. He got jump scared by Renathal. Bear with me. Bear with me. Was that Booger Worm? It was. Sorry, Booger. All right. To standard. Oh no. Embarrassing. You need to change some cards though. The deck they offering isn't the same as the one in the meta. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Versus Ysera.
Enjoy your free win, Booger Worm.
Will serve
I'll go play with the other
in death.
peasants in standard. I wish I was playing wild. Anyway, let's throw away Arcanite Defense Crystal. Maybe... I'm against a druid, so like I can spend some time. They might also be spell damage druids, so let's keep Arcanite Defense Crystal. Let's keep not Suffocate. Let's not keep Poison Breath. Let's just keep our starships. Let's just keep our starships. Ceaseless Expanse in the opener hand. How can I lose? How can I possibly lose? Right back at you, druid.
Marches on the realm of the living.
Wow, that is a long voice line. It has been a minute since I have played Death Knight. Another Starship Enjoyer. Suffocate is such a bad card. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much trash. Elusive is so broken.
My rule is
Right at your head. I gotta spend that mana. Can you answer my 0-2? Sorry, Booger Worm. Hey. Hey. We're cool. We're cool. You were just playing a cooler deck. I mean, you know how it goes. I'm a 30-card Death Knight. What do you want from me? I'm sure your Reno pile was super sick. I'm sure. Let's play my standard legal Starship piece. Right, Zeal? They need to warn you. You should not be able to play these perfectly viable, perfectly valid decks in Wild. Especially if you queue into Booger Worm. You should definitely get like some sort of warning before that happens. Coining out Ancient of Yore. Thoughts? Opinions? Deal. I've consulted the council, and they told me to Ancient of Yore. What's this card do again? This, both players gain an empty mana crystal. My opponent is playing such a cool deck. Oh no. I opened this legendary, Exarch Othar. When I first opened it, I'm like, this card is turbo busted. How could they put such a powerful effect in my Hearthstone video game? It turns out he's not that great. Arcane Starship Druid, yay. No Little Bird. 03. I'm the hero in this story. Don't root for my opponent that's obviously doing cooler stuff than me. A little bit of a end of the turn. Double Poison Breath, double Pyromancer. How can I lose? What did my opponent just do to me? Did they just dunk on me thoroughly? Yep. Okay. Right, this doubles up your effects. That's pretty messed up. Hold up. If this board is not worth clearing, right? Especially now with this 5/5. Like, I really don't care much that they're doubling up on their arcane spells. No, there's no way I care. I mean, I might care. I could Pyromancer. No, that seems terrible.
My rule is eternal.
I think it's just a 3/2 hero power, make that a 4/4, and hope they commit more to the board. Maybe. My turns have been incredibly not mana efficient. Okay. You hope they run Final Frontier. Okay. And 2 random... Oh my god. My opponent is gaming, it turns out. What do I, yeah, random. What do I die, do you think? I think I actually need to be on Lifesteal. And then, yeah, I think that's just kind of what I need to do. And then I hero power their face. Okay, we're back up to 30 because Pyromancer is pretty good. I'm terrified. And Amnedrasil. Okay. Fair enough. I'm noticing that this deck does not run Cubicle. So, like, how am I supposed to go taller than my opponent? Is it Bob Draw? So I could draw Zilliax, Nomalia, Ancient of Yore as my bad hits, but Soulbound, Guiding Figure, drawing minions seems incredibly bad. Let's go with the defense crystal, I guess, and we will bop into that guy. So we still have Corpse Explosion and a Wild Pyromancer to clean up what my opponent's doing. Unlucky for me that I have no idea what could be in my opponent's deck. I'm pretty sure Final Frontier is. But other than that, I have no idea what they're up to. Okay, Rising Waves will deal with my 3-1. Okay. If he plays it, he's an actual gamer. Yeah, it's true. I wish I could be as cool as my opponent. Honestly, just a 5-3. I'm gonna draw minions. I feel like this is a value matchup. Let's draw a minion and get 2 copies of it. Classic. We have value. We have all the removal in the world. Okay. Perfection. Okay. And we have Nomalia to clean up that guy.
And smell the flowers.
I got 2 useless signatures 2 days ago for standard. I got 3,200 dust. Perfect. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, you could do worse. You could do worse. It's always good to have a little bit of value. Is this board worth Pyromancering? I mean, I have so much removal, guys. They have 10 cards left. I have triple Nomalia.
Death calls.
I feel pretty good about... Yeah, let's clear their board. I also have another Corpse Explosion. I have Nomalia's out the wazoo. I have Ceaseless Expanse. So outside of Kill Jaden, I don't know how I lose this game. They probably have Hydration Station. And they have Mista Vista. So, like, I'm still not doing stellarly. I should have definitely held that Infested Breath to activate my Starship. Right. There's their Exodar. Okay. And they're gonna deal damage. Okay. Okay, they're gaining some armor. I respect that.
Take your rest.
A little bit of refreshing, a little bit of drawing. Okay, okay.
Time is of the essence. Your rest.
I remember this place well.
Sorry to hear that about the peanut butter and jelly. Oh no. My opponent is gaming on me. Let's Exodar. And my Exodar will... get copies. And then... yeah. A bit unfortunate that I needed to play that one so I could give this thing Reborn, but hopefully it hits itself. It does not. Fair enough. And I will play another Defense Crystal. So if they have another way to make my minion go dormant, I do just lose the game. But if they don't have a way to make him go dormant, I win the game. So, something to consider. Okay, they're making room for some stuff. Making room for some things. If they hit into my starship, I feel so great about myself. I feel so great about myself. That is 100% okay.
Time is of the essence.
I could, in fact, be winning this game. Then Rising Waves will clear my minion for another big ol' minion. Deal 1 damage. So I could save the Suffocate, actually. This might have better targets in the future. They are at 45 armor. Okay, okay. But Suffocate, I don't think, is getting much better. So this deals 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
My rule is eternal.
Sure. Crash into there. Crash into there. Couple more starship pieces. And I will just crash on in for a little bit more damage. And also juice up my Omen. There's Mista Vista into Hydration Station, I assume. Yep. And they got their big old starship. And they favored the Ziliax over their starship. Interesting. So, Namalia bash into here. Deal this 6 damage. Six damage. I kind of want to save Suffocate, but at the same time, is Suffocate getting much better? I don't think so. Let's see what we can discover first. Drawing 2 cards. Is that good? Probably. So we will bash into there. Suffocate here. And then maybe just like draw 2 additional cards. I run 2 Suffocates. Classic. Crash into there. We'll call it a day. I think they discovered... Yeah, they played the arcane spell that summons random 6-drops. My opponent is so lame. Why am I not running Kill Jaden?
Fill the skies with a cascade of sparkle.
My opponent is just on a different level than me. They're gaming. What can I say? They're just gaming harder than I am. I think I launch.
Death calls.
Yeah, I think I launch Suffocate. I know that doesn't... That means I'm not gonna get the double kill, but I do think this is gonna be better in the long run.
Death.
I have no more starship pieces. I just have guiding figure. Actually, I do have quite a bit of stuff left. In that case, let's go for Gnome. Crash in. Hero power into their 7/1, and I'll crash in for 2 and call it a day. Get a few more points of leech damage. No Final Frontier, unfortunately. Yeah, Aviana before the Kil'jaeden, and maybe to get some legendaries may have made sense, but my opponent is a true gamer. Decided against that.
Stop and smell the flowers.
They're really making sure I don't play this Ceaseless Expanse into their hydration station. Maybe I can... I'm gonna Corpse Explosion, I think.
Calls.
Yeah, let's Corpse Explosion. And maybe this will get them to commit that second hydration station. We'll end the turn. So there's their first hydration station. And I do need to start moving fast.
I found a new source of power.
Are they gonna launch this starship? All my opponent's thinking. Let's turn up some tunes. And they will crack open their location. Crack into there. Makes sense. And a 3/2. Alright, alright. And I do have enough corpses to deal with this board. So we will do just that. Yeah. We are very much trying to bait out their other hydration station. And that is all the corpses that I am ever going to spend. End the turn. Okay, opponent. Your move. What do you got for me? They've already played their Ceaseless Expanse.
Source of power.
Okay, okay.
I'm flying.
And an 8/8. Do I have... I do have a Vampiric Blood. Which might be interesting. Ancient of Yore is not that interesting. So this is going to look really weird. But I do think it is correct. Yeah. So we're going to... Yeah, Ceaseless Expanse. Launch this bad boy. And then we are going to suffocate their 5/5. Is this enough to win? Could be. That's all I got. That is all I got, opponent. Is there any... There's the second hydration station that they could have. Right. Which is pretty good. And that's going to take care of that fella. True. Okay, okay. Now, how am I gonna deal with all this nonsense? Probably Ziliax of my own. I also have Nemalia, which could be good. Ziliax could be good. I think the play is Nemalia. So let's go with that. Crash into here. Deal one here. We will end up going into there.
Thorns from shadow.
Yeah. Crash in ×2 and might as well draw a card. Never goes face. I respect it. And they're gonna draw so many cards. Oh no. Disaster. Draw 2 more. Ooh. Can my dragon and robots defeat my opponent? That is the question.
All forms of life will be.
That is gonna make it a little tougher. And they're gonna take 6. Okay. Cool.
I am low on
I think I will just swing 12 at their head. And Zilliax. So now this will clear one of their minions. We'll see which one it clears. Get him, dragon. Heck yeah. Alright, what's my opponent got in store for me? Doom Maiden. For an infestation. Okay, okay. They are kind of clogging up their board. Observer of Mysteries is very annoying. Hunter Secret and a Mage Secret. And they are going to hero power into my 6/2. Okay. So I can play around freezing. So let's play around freezing trap. And I cannot play around ice barrier. I could almost defeat them. We'll crunch in with that. Unfortunately, we have to call it a turn. Oh, come on. Am I going to end up losing to a secret? Come on. Okay, a 6/7 and a 10/10. Alright, alright. Fine. Fine, opponent. Wait. I can still win. No, I cannot. Come on. Yeah, it's over. Why doesn't this deck have Kill Jaden? Why doesn't this deck have Kill Jaden? I mean, I guess, like, Kill Jaden, I assure you, Kill Jaden is a bad card. And this deck is probably better for not running it. I only lost because my opponent plays Kill Jaden. That being said, it would have been much closer if I had Kill Jaden. Alright. My initial goal was to play each deck twice tonight. I'm not playing that deck again. Let's play Mage. Mage is another grindy deck. Okay, fine, fine. 2 grindy decks. Let's play another grindy deck. That game took about 40 minutes?
Jaina versus Valera.
The dream must be protected. You asked for it.
Alright. Oh no, it plays Yogg in the box because it's Spell Mage. Me and Yogg in the box never get along. This plays Quasar every time. That being said, this hand is a banger. Cool. perfection. Now my opponent's going to be playing, yeah. They're playing Fyrakk. How is Spell Mage against Fyrakk? I have to imagine the answer is not great. But I can discover my way out of this. No. No. I'll keep this around. Yeah, we'll keep this around so we can activate Tide Pools a few times.
Do you have anything to declare?
Do we just go to the next game? Do we just go to the next game, or...
I wonder.
How am I supposed to... How am I supposed to beat that one?
Job done.
Quick question, how's a boy to beat a customs enforcer?
Pleasure of fool.
Asking for a friend. A malfunction wouldn't be bad. Malfunction ping would deal with this. Okay, never lucky. Frost Bolt? Well, I mean... That's the best I can do. They're gonna Shadow Step that, aren't they? Watch how sad I'm about to get.
This treasure ain't fit for our fire.
Hold. Hold.
Do you have anything to declare?
We'll go to the next game. We'll go to the next game. I'm gonna say we probably can't beat that one. I'm gonna save myself some mental bandwidth. You know? Just save myself a little bit of... I mean, we're playing in Bronze 10. For goodness sakes. Ugh. Okay. We got a druid this time. This is more my speed.
You asked for it.
Let's just throw away those very expensive cards. Let's keep the quest. And we have removal. How can we lose? Quest. I mentioned that your loner deck videos do well, so I feel like this is my fault. It kind of is, Zeal, you know? I didn't want to say it. I mean, we're all thinking it. Because of you, I'm getting dunked on by customs enforcers. That being said, whenever I play standard, I get dunked on by customs enforcer. Maybe I should have just stuck to wild and faced Booger Worm with standard decks. Maybe I wouldn't be in this pickle. Ooh, my opponent's playing a cool guy deck. And I'm turn 2 ping, turn 3 ping, into turn 4 blame Zeal for making me play standard. A classic Hearthstone line. But I'm about to pop off a Spot the Difference. I'm not even worried about it. No. We will... Ooh, we got the good card. And we got... a fine card on the turn. How can an opponent contend with just pure raw stats? It's actually a pretty insane roll. Oh, never mind. It's actually a low roll, now that I mention it. Yeah, that's right. Use all those Sea Breeze twice. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. And then they're going to hero power it. Gotcha. I feel that. But have you considered that I might have a second Spot the Difference? And a Spark of Life? Just in case I want to do this instead, let's discover a Mage spell. I do run this card. But like my turn 5, or my turn 6, this is probably still just what I'm supposed to keep. We will take a 3/4. And we will take Murloc. That's all I got. That is all I got. So likely next turn we can Manufacturing Error and double Scuffle their Aviana. A Midrasil, not Aviana, not yet. They might not even be Aviana Druid. They usually just prioritize jamming that as soon as possible if they're on that deck. So let's start the turn by drawing 3 cards. And what amazing magical cards they are. And I will end the turn. So not, I mean, like, pretty steep mana discount, actually. How far away am I from this? 5 out of 7? Okay, so they are on spell damage. Druid. Fair enough. And I am a little ways away from my weapon, but this should complete it. And then next turn I get to Relic of Kings. Yeah. We will take... This might crash my game, so I'm going to avoid it. And... 2. Overdrew my quest reward. Just kidding. And I do not think that this card is very relevant. So I'm just going to throw it away. So next turn, we dunk on the opponent. Unfortunately, they grow weary. Could this end the game straight up? It could. It very well could. So this is 7 mana next turn. Okay, they are going to coin out something fierce. Living Roots for some 1/1s. Gotcha. Makes sense to me. And I will be playing a Relic of Kings. Oh, I do need to pick this one, unfortunately. Nice. And I will... I guess be scuffling with this guy. And... is that all I'm doing this turn? No, we can also scuffle a 1-1. We can rough them up. Alright, so that was below average. If I had to put a descriptor on that one.
I remember this place well.
Do they roll the copy location? Is my opponent the luckiest gamer in the world? Your next spell is +1 spell damage. Okay, so they did not roll copy, which is great. They're pondering their choices. It's my favorite ladder ready deck, not the Death Knight one. This one seems below average. But I've only played 2 so far. I'm hoping to get through 4 more today. I don't think I'm gonna play, or 3 more today. I don't think I'm gonna play the Hunter one because I just made a video about that deck. But I'm not super impressed with what I'm seeing so far. Let's go with...
What to do?
let's go with Malfunction. It's a pretty clean Malfunction. And then let's Relic of Kings again. Discover a legendary minion to summon. Give it stats. Sure. Okay. So I'm at 35. I feel like their deck can easily deal 35 damage. I could be wrong, though. Next turn, do I have lethal if they do stone nothing? No. I don't think so. I have 14, 22. I actually have no damage. We're actually going to freeze my board. That's fine. That's fine. Let's... snatch and grab. Let's also maybe shield battery. Deal 3 damage right at their noggin. And let's start discovering. Sure. Spin the wheel. Hold up. Let me guess. Quasar. Corpse explosion. Oh. Sure. Animations are just looking on point. That was a great time. Okay. Good day, Sean. How's it going? Fighting the good fight, I see. I'm rooting for you. Just, you know, Sean, I appreciate our open book kind of relationship we got going on here, but I believe mystery, you know, that's what keeps things exciting, you know. Sometimes an element of it, send this man some help. So yeah, I'm probably not going to do that, Zeal. I'm probably not. Could somebody send Sean help? He's struggling. Throw a dog a bone or a fiber, I guess. I mean, I guess it's too late, but it's more of a preventative thing. Let's see what's going on here. Well, let's start by dealing 5. Maybe we can also deal 3. You know what? It didn't fail me last time. It's not going to fail me this time. Yogg in the box, get out there. Do I have minions in my deck? I do have a minion in my deck. That was terrible. No matter. Big old 8/8 coming towards your dome. Crunched. What is this Zixor Prime doing in my no minions deck? Asking for a friend. Does my opponent have it? I mean, with that, surely they have it. Yeah, I'm turbo dead. Oh. Oh, yeah. Incredibly dead. I've never been more dead in my life. Yep. Mm-hmm. There it is. My opponent defeated me and emoted. Good form. Good form, Pudge. Okay, so we're 0-2 on the day with these just absolutely stellar decks, I must say. Now it's time we game. Now we're gaming. So those 2 first decks were like, they seemed like stinkers, right? Like, pretty hot garbage. Now we're getting into like, maybe like a real deck.
Uther versus Tyrande.
I feel like that's the case. I feel like we're dealing with a real deck now.
I will fight with honor.
Okay, well, need some 1-drops, maybe some 2-drops. A 2-drop would be fantastic. Maybe like a Tidehunter. How do I do it? The people want to know, how does he do it? Check out my quest. Now, if this is Protoss Priest, it's kind of difficult. It's kind of a tricky matchup.
Come closer, critters.
It's Critter Caretaker Priest. Turns out. Everybody saw that coming. They're gonna buff up their the caretaker. They are. Interesting. Okay. And I will defeat the caretaker. Some are calling it a top deck. It is certified cards priest. No, they do run. Okay. Is this a wilted deck? Oh, it could be a wilted deck. This is absolutely a wilted deck. Yeah. This reeks of wilted. Cool. Good call. For sure, wilted. 2-drop? Never. Only my opponents would get a 2-drop there. No matter. We will then Hand of Vidal this fella. Job's done. And we're good to go. We are cooking with gas. Yeah, this is wilted. I play 0 standard, so you could tell me this is arena, and I'd believe you. It kind of had the makings of an arena deck at the beginning in your defense, for sure. We will go prized vendor into Brain Gill, and we'll crash into their 5-1. Cool. So next turn we have Tyrannogill? Tyrannogill? Yep. This is a certified wilted deck. Power Word Shield for my opponent. And they are not going to damage my noggin. Adaptive Amalgam came back. Cool. Well, Tyranno take care of their 7-4, or 4-4 rather. And we're just going to go face. Just going to go face for today. So next turn I have all the hits. Crusader Aura is an interesting inclusion in this deck. It adds 0 value to the deck because this is a free card. Critter Caretaker is on my screen. Yet again. Ooh, cool. I'm gonna give up on this plan. Let's go with the... Yeah, just the Thief. And this will crunch into this minion a few times. And we will also play Adaptive Amalgam. And then we're just going to crunch in. Does my opponent have lethal? They can't have lethal. They only have 2 bandages. Catch of the day. Will not come with a 2-1 for my side. Phenomenal ordering for my opponent, unironically. Fair enough. And I might as well deal with their crafter. And then a Holy Smite to clean up everything. Cool. So we will be grunting all over them. The good order. I think this drink server. Okay, perfect. Right in there. And then my 6-7 will go into their 3-1. So they have 6 bandages. Do they have lethal with 6 bandages? I'm actually not sure. They used both hot coals. So my board feels relatively safe. And they're facing down lethal damage just straight up. Crafter, okay. So that's gonna buff up their wilted. But it might be too little too late for old wilted. Yeah, I think I might have a lethal situation here. Cool. Let's go with Greenfin just in case this produces damage. It does not. We'll go with this fella. Maybe a Mermy. And then we'll Crusader Aura and just clean up my opponent with a few little fish. Cool. First win of the night, let's go. To answer your question, doxing this deck easily. It won me my first game, it has to be the best. Certified ladder ready. I'm ready, boys. Get me out there. I'm 7 bronze. Next deck. Bring me the next deck. I am ready. I am ready to game. On the ladder. Okay, so this deck seems about stock almost. Like not quite stock, but like it's got most of the cards there. It's got the spirit.
Your soul shall be mine.
So I've never played Quest Warlock, but I have a sinking feeling that this is a full mulligan minus the quest. Why is Healthstone? Is this like stock in this deck? I can't imagine it is. The good card. Let me look up the stock version of this deck real quick before I... Yeah, this is not... This is not in this deck. Right? Or am I... Oh, I'm not. I'm looking at Egg Warlock. Yeah, that card's not in this deck. No matter. We will venture on. We will Cursed Catacombs into mass production, I guess. The Synergy? Hold up. I'll throw this away.
These are due back tomorrow.
Yep, gonna save that. The Geist. Battle Cries twice. One of the best. Did I play WoW? Always wonder if the hero portraits mean anything to people who haven't. Yeah, the portraits have no meaning to me. That's why I use the stock ones, because my nostalgia is not with World of Warcraft. My nostalgia is with Hearthstone. So this is what I'm nostalgic over. The stock hero portraits. Like, these are unironically my favorite ones. So Blizzard's attempts for me to buy skins like this, that's not going to work. Unless they want to make like diamond versions of these skins, then that might work. Let's coin this out. I feel like I couldn't do much better than that.
I'm not afraid of the dark.
And then we will play, I guess, Sketch Artist? Yeah, just Sketch Artist. And I will be losing Cinder. Fair enough. Yeah, I've never played WoW, but I hear it's got a fierce grasp on people who have booted up the game. There's like so many people with like 5 figures of hours in those games. Let's go with the location, which will get me a raptor. And then my raptor will... Am I okay with them drawing a card? I think I am. I have 25,000 hours in it. Ooh. This is probably the game I have the most hours in. Thank goodness. I don't know the hours for how much I put into Hearthstone. It's probably about too many. It's probably about too many hours. Oh, you're 35. Okay, that makes sense. If you were like 20 and you had 25,000 hours in it, I would have maybe not judged you, because, you know, it's your life. If you're 20 years old and you have 25,000 hours in WoW, that's fine. Pull 4-3. Okay, mass production. Now's your time to shine. Okay, mass production. I am disappointed is the word, I guess. And I think I need to be okay with them drawing a card. I should have traded this first. Cinder. Okay, didn't matter. Enjoy your card. Job's done. We'll end the turn. Next turn we will complete the quest. I probably had most of those hours before. You were 20? Yeah, like I was saying. No judgment. None here. It was a good save on my part. And we will be playing a temporary card, and I am getting bopped right now, so I will be playing this one. And my opponents always roll the life-stealing 5/3, so I expect that I will as well. So let's throw a Wisp in the wood chipper. Oh, I need to click it first, and then I drag it. Okay, we're learning, we're learning. 5/3, there we go. That's what dreams are made of. And then we'll play Cinder. Oh, I also get a Rusher? Or a Charger, rather. Yeah, this deck's cracked. This deck is unwell. So now my control opponent needs to face down an infinite value portal. It's kind of messed up. Okay, opponent. I hear you, I hear you. Good damage spread, by the way. Health stone. Am I just gonna throw this in the wood chipper? I think so. I could just draw a card off of it instead. But I kind of don't want to draw it in the future. Throw in the wood chipper. 5-3. Ooh, never lucky. Let's see if this can deal 1 damage there. One damage. Oh, okay. Close. Very close, honestly. And we'll end the turn. So, what does this guy do in this deck? Because I don't run the location.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
It's just so I can run this and this. Okay, so I'm purely just using this for the tourist ability. Gotcha. Makes sense to me. It's pretty messed up. Yeah, he's wood chipper bait. Yeah, I think you're right. So let's start the turn by good spread. And then we will crunch into the 8-8. Probably should have played this first, huh? But we could play it now. Might as well. Yeah, I think you're right that this guy is destined for the wood chipper. Get in the chipper. Crunch into there. More shots. And we will, I guess, just play a 3-3 and not trade that away. I actually want to keep that guy around, now that I mention it. Might be relevant. Ziliax. Always there to, just cheer me up, Ziliax. And I'm about to take a boatload of damage. I'm talking a metric ton of damage. I'm dead. Ooh, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm aggressively. Okay. If my opponents random summon this guy one more time, I am going to throw my computer in the dumpster. 1 in 3 on the day. Actually, yeah, 1 in 3. I still blame you, Zeal. I mean, I was gonna make this video anyway, but like, but it's all good. Wrong deck detected.
Queen Lanathel.
Okay.
No escape.
The light shall bring victory.
Speaks more to Blizzard's ability to make decks. Yeah, it really feels like they did not try their all with these decks. And also the deck tracker is also not trying at all. I'm just gonna turn that off. You do you, deck tracker. You work when you're well and ready to work, is what I say. All right, let's lock in. We're gonna mulligan these. Resuscitate's tempting to keep. The card is so good that I feel like I just need to keep it.
Hallow's End will be your end.
All right.
Job's done.
Deck tracker, you're back online. Enough. This hand is actually not bad. Trusty Fishing Rod is pretty good. Ooh. Is this an aggressive deck? Blast him. Mana efficient plays. Also saves me a little bit of life. Creature of Madness will get swiftly dealt with a Catch of the Day. Actually, it could pull a Sentry, which also wouldn't be bad. It pulled a Sentry. Not mad at that. And next turn it could actually pull Void Ray, which would also be A-okay by me. So I'll probably be trading this off, bashing in double Mixologist off of the Creature of Madness. Word. I feel that. Okay. One Catch of the Day. So let's bash in. And this is either going to pull a Void Ray or Catch of the Day. So let's see what we can get. Catch of the Day it is. I was kind of hoping it would pull a Void Ray, actually. But we could still pull one with this. No such luck. So we'll get a Thrive going. And Thrive will find me a Bird Watching for a Void Ray next turn. Crunch into there, crunch into there. Call it a day. So this feels like pretty stock Protoss Priest, which is a deck I enjoy heavily. Orbital Halo is perfection. Ooh. I think it's still Void Ray. But Mothership's pretty good too. Or I could just go completely oddball and get a Nightmare Lord. Now let's get the full value off the Resuscitate potentially. And this will look really weird, but it does give my Void Ray more stats. Crunch into there, and we'll actually give this the Halo to make this squishier. And we'll heal up, I guess, this guy into a 3/3. So next turn, if I can trade off this Void Ray, or if my opponent can deal with the Void Ray, that'd be ideal. And if they don't impact my board at all, I will just crunch in. Is this worth one? No, it's not. It can't be. Let's get more value out of our spells. Heal up. End the turn. Both players doing stone nothing. You'll love to see it. Now we just need to find Chrono Boost, honestly. Chrono Boost would solve all of our issues. Travel, security. Okay. And again, this is gonna look terrible. Actually, I can't in good faith. No, actually, I can always trade off the 3/3. Okay, yeah, no problem. That is depressing. Yeah, my opponents are just like better than me, I want to say. I want to say they are just better gamers than me and more talented, more skilled. They're at 30 again. Yeah. Yeah, outskilled and outplayed. That's just how it goes. There's no way. Okay. If they rolled Insano, I would have called the police. Gotcha, gotcha. And there's Chrono Boost.
Synchronizing.
We're gonna synchronizing.
Annihilation commencing.
And we will get out some more fellas. Sure, sure. Go into here. And I will also poke their minion with this guy. And I'm gonna soften this guy up. Yeah. So we got all the discounts we could want. We got double resuscitate, double sentry. Hopefully the sentries die.
I need a vacation.
Overplanner is in my opponent's deck. This is true. They could be on the Fabled Cards Death Knight. Which would not bode well for me. Can only take 1 damage at a time. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I hate it if I had to put a word to it. And they're gonna crunch in. And I have a Void Ray. And then a Chrono Boost will find me more Chrono Boosts. Actually, I think this is correct, because I think this this 6-1 is just gonna keep dunking on me. So I will take the opportunity to take care of it with my face. And just in case they have another leech guy, I will I'll just take care of their leeches. Call it a turn, because they could double up on leech guy with the terror run. Instead they're gonna coin out a 10 drop.
Heed the day
My opponent is just playing a deck of all time. Can I get a mothership? I can. Wow. For Artanis. Okay, okay. You can have 2 travel securities if you would like. Sure, sure. More travel securities. I gotcha, I gotcha. And I will make sure this guy's nice and healthy. Okay. And I think I'm not gonna pop your 2/2s. I think I'll let you do that. I don't want you to have 8 mana minions with effective rush or charge. I haven't been to into the airport in a while, and if the TSA looks like this these days, I think I'll skip my next flight. I think I'll forego that trip. Alright, let's pop it open. What we got? I hear ya. Let's go with a mothership. 4 damage twice. I like that. I like that a lot.
Synchronizing.
Oh my goodness. Okay, okay, okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine.
We are the voice of Aya.
Quickly.
We are the voice of Aya.
And we will bird watching into yet another one. And we'll make sure that this one stays nice and healthy. What do you think about that one, opponent? Trying to make sure that they pop their travel securities. Yeah, travel securities, so I can Colossus them out of the game. My hand's also going to be chock full of Protoss minions here soon. So they need to get through effectively 24 points of taunt. Can they do it? Okay. Technically, yes. Technically, yes. That will get through it. Not the way I thought they were gonna go about this. Excuse me? Okay. Word, word. I feel that. Yeah. My hand would in fact appear to be too full. Okay, so that's a lot of immortals, is the first thing I notice.
I wonder.
So I can thrive in the shadows to start. 'Cause either way, I can only go 5-drop, 5-drop, followed by a bunch of zeros. So I will thrive. for a photon cannon.
Cards.
Okay. So let's go Sentry into Mothership, of course. Into Colossus, naturally. And I want to make sure that I don't just like leave myself dead to another corpse explosion. So I will play it a little safe.
Quickly.
Yeah, we'll play it a little safe. So another corpse explosion would be depressing.
You're hot-blooded.
Me have that for you.
I have seen
Ceaseless Expanse. Okay, okay.
destruction.
And that will do it. Guys, I don't know. I don't know if I feel ready for the ladder with these decks. I don't know if I feel... I'm not sure if I feel ready to take it on, is the thing. One more deck. One more... Wait, what the heck is that? Is that how the text always looks? No. That looks terrible, right? Like... This is like the text that you use when you're getting like a paper ready in school. Also, look at that. Oh, this whole graphic just looks a little, I don't know. Usually I'm not one to be negative about this game, but like the rest of this graphic looks like really clean, and then just it's like layered weird. Like, I could make this in Canva or Paint. Anyway, this is a positivity stream. We love Blizzard. They can't do anything wrong. They never made a mistake. That's true. So, it's probably just us. It's probably just us.
Rexar versus Rexar.
Rexar v. Rexar. Why is there a Scarab keychain in my deck? We love Blizzard. Team 5 is the GOAT. Now bless me with that sweet, sweet RNG. So this is supposed to be a jeweled macaw for those at home wondering. The Scarab is ladder ready. Yep. It is... I mean, do I keep it? I need a 1-drop. RC Rampage is one of the best cards in the deck. Let's try it again. Sheriff... Oh my god. Sheriff's Hook. That was a disaster. Okay. Keychain. Into more keychains? Thinking. Decided against it. Fetch. Fair enough. Another Rampage. How about a 2/2? Face my Cards Hunter deck. Dreambound into Oh no, my opponent's gonna dunk on me. They would. They would roll Reborn on that. Bash. Just gonna ignore what they were doing for a hot minute. Catch of the day. I kind of want to run this out instead of RC Rampage. But at the same time, like, that's a lot of dudes. But this could clear. I think it's actually worth it just to get some dudes. 4 mana 10/10. Yeah, that just seems much stronger. Because now they like need to prioritize dealing with my board. Yep. There we go. Now I have another one. So, or I could Painted Canvasaur to potentially get like Wind Fury. Yeah. There we go. Divine Shield is mostly what I was looking for there. We'll crunch into there. Crunch into there. Give this guy a bit of a crunch. Scarab Keychain, we'll get a bonus word. At the end of your turn, a Beast Hunter? Probably not. I mean, it has a 2 mana 2/3 that might have synergy. Yeah, probably actually. On a turn. Okay, so my board looks better. My life total's higher. And my opponent has a Supreme Dinomancy. So it appears I may have lost the game. Or did I? I could go tall. Like real tall. Yeah, let's go real tall. That seems responsible. And I can shove damage. Get them down to 18. Could trade. Nah, that's not what we're here to do. I think I'm the aggressive deck right now, and their deck right now with Dinomancy is just so much better than my deck, so I think it's just I need to race them. I think that is the name of the game right now. Did not roll Lifesteal. I mean, it's gotten me Wind Fury before on a 5/5. Do I believe? I do. I really do. Wind Fury me. Close. 5 always goes face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so if I shove everything, I can have lethal next turn. Have I seen both Painted Canvasaurs? I have. So outside of them, getting another Supreme Dinomancy or an Esho, I think I just win. Ooh, that can be a Dinomancy. It was not. Okay, okay. I'm thinking we might have gotten a dub. Does my... Okay, my deck does run Jungle Gym. I was about to start kicking and screaming. And there's Workhorse. Okay, cool. We got there in the end. Clicking aggressively. Come on. Come on, opponent. There we go. Alright. That is all of the ladder ready decks in about 2 hours. Boy golly, did I spend 500 mana. Okay. So I'm going to make a full video about this, about these decks, rather. I'll be honest, I do feel like I got a bit unlucky those games, and my opponents were just playing like certified tier 1 fully optimized decks. That is not what these decks are. These are meant to like allow you to climb to maybe Diamond 10 if you're a new player. Maybe Diamond 10. If you're an experienced player, you might be able to grind, struggle, and get to Legend. But I think, honestly, the purpose of these decks is just to give you a good starting point. Like, this is a pretty good starting point for, like, Control, Starship, Death Knight. I mean, this deck is probably just hot garbage, even if you do fully optimize it. Murloc Paladin is like everybody's least favorite deck, but it has like a low win rate. But I mean, you can get to Legend with this deck. It's gonna be miserable, but you can. This is one of the best decks in the game. Not this specific list, but it's a good starting point for this list. Easily can get Legend with maybe even this deck, honestly. There's some weird inclusions like Ball of Spiders and Scarab Keychain, but overall, solid deck. And this one's also pretty solid. And this is pretty much stock Protoss Priest. So, overall, pretty solid decks. I may have just gotten a bit unlucky, but I think these are pretty cool. My record tonight, I won with Murloc Paladin and Beast Hunter, and lost with Protoss, Spell, Control, and Quest. So, not the best showing out of everyone's favorite God Gamer Fruit, but not bad. The Priest and Warlock ones are the best. I think you might be right. I think you might be right. I drew pretty poorly in my game with a ladder ready Warlock, and Priest I have historically done really well with Protoss Priest. I think I kind of just ran pretty badly in that game. But this deck is rock solid. This one's rock solid. This one's solid, but I do not recommend that you claim it because it's worth like no dust, so it doesn't really help your collection. This one, I don't think I can recommend it, because I believe you need to put in a ton more cards to make this the optimal deck. So, Warlock and Priest. I think you're right on, Royal. I think those are the two best decks. And I'm probably going to recommend that in my video. I'm going to say that like this was the deck that felt the best to me. But these two are probably the ones that I would ultimately pick, because honestly, it's between these two of which one feels the best to me. This one feels pretty smooth, and this one has the best upgrade path because it's really not that expensive, because it gives you the two legendaries, right? Like Quest Warlock, the stock version that has the highest win rate, runs 3 legendaries, and it's the 3 legendaries in this deck. Yeah. Pretty solid. So, yeah. Anyway, before I sign off, because, I mean, you might be seeing there's 7 whole packs here, and there's one that's golden. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, those are good ones. Rare and 4 commons. Let's go. Rare and 4 commons. Blizzard loves me. One more. I mean, rare and 4 commons. Great card backs. I do love the food ones. We got the pizza card backs. Golden common, the best card I've gotten so far. Don't worry, there's more great packs where that came from. Rare and 4 commons. That's fine. There's more rares where that came from. Epic. And what an epic it is. But that's okay, because we were saving all of our luck for the gold pack. Rare. Golden rare, sorry.
Golden common. Golden common.
Don't do this to me.
Golden common.
And for our legendary, we got
Golden
a golden common. Alexa, how do I uninstall Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft? Anyway. Do I gamble? Do I No. No, I'll probably just call it a night before I start gambling to get a... I'm not going to insult the artist. A perfectly fine skin. Anyway, thanks for hanging out tonight. I hope you enjoyed the peak bronze gameplay. It's been a blast. Next gameplay video, I'm gonna make a video going over my just excellent experience with these loner or not loner decks, ladder ready decks. Make that video, not stream it, and then the next one's probably gonna be a wild gameplay. We get into silver next stream, boys. That's right, Sean. That is right. What a glorious stream that'll be. Anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye. See ya.